Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Lakeside Gamer. Today, we're going to apply the strategy that I suggested in my previous video about Battleship and just play through a game and see how it plays out against a computer opponent. So, we'll play the classic game because this is going to be the same as what you would play on the board game as well. So, people who are playing either digitally or on the board can do the same. So, remember, the way that I had suggested to play this is to think about how many spaces the smallest ship in your arsenal has. And then because of that, you would use spacing on the board to try to be as efficient as possible. So the smallest ship is going to be 2 for the patrol boat. And let's go ahead and jump in. Now, I like gapping out my ships. I don't want them to be right next to each other. You can have some ships along the edge, but I think it seems to me the tendency of real people is to go hunt around the edges, but that may not be the case for everyone. So if you know your opponent, go with what their tendencies seem to be in terms of how you place your ships. But a computer opponent would really just I wouldn't know how to do that. But just make sure you have gaps, because if you don't have gaps between your ships, they might accidentally hit a second ship when trying to shoot a first one, and you just don't want that to happen. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. I'll start with this spot, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go every other slot for the attack, and so it'll end up looking like a diagonal grid. So the reason I'm doing this is I want to try to figure out where that patrol boat is. It's the smallest ship. So as long as the patrol boat's out there, I'm going to work methodically. Now, you could start anywhere on the map, but ultimately what you want to do is you want to have zigzags, diagonal lines, and really this should look like a really big chess or checkers board when all is said and done, until you find that patrol boat. Once you find it, then everything changes and you're going to gap these out differently. But for now, we're going to focus in on trying to find that small ship, that patrol boat that's only too large. I mean, it's nice to knock out a large ship. It's always exciting, but the reality is the patrol boat is the hardest one to find. So that's the one I want to really look for, and I'm really excited when I get that one done, because it's just so sneaky to find the little patrol boat. So the way I'm doing this is I started my pattern in the middle of the map, and I'm just going in a big circle and working my way outward. You could start in the top left corner and zigzag across the top or across the line. You could do it from any one of the corners. You could make an X on the map and work your way around. But that way, any way you can do this, but ultimately you want the same places, the same locations to be hit if you were to go through the entire map. But there's not necessarily a method to where you should be shooting beyond the pattern to be as efficient as you can. So far, my opponent's knocked out one ship, and they don't have any of these ships in the middle. Oh, I shot the wrong spot on accident. It's unfortunate. I'll have to adjust for that at some point. They're going to wipe out my patrol boat. That one's out. Okay. Well, I'll just continue my pattern and work my way toward that other one at some point. So I've lost 2 ships so far. I'm not overly concerned at this moment. If I lose a 3rd ship, then I'm a little concerned that they're in good shape. And of course, right when I say that is when they start to hit mine. And they must have put theirs around the edge. Okay. Still haven't hit anything yet. It's interesting. Still waiting. Where are these ships? Kind of surprised they don't have any throughout the entire middle of the map. Which, if that's how they want to play it. Oh, there we go. Get one hit. So 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay. So we got their battleship. So now where are the rest of them? Okay. Assume they're this way up. So it just took time. Well, I'm getting all the big ones. All right, so their biggest ship is now out. And all right, I'll take my next shot here. We'll see if they, nope, do not have their patrol boat down there. Okay. Let's just hope they keep missing until I find where they're at. All right. Okay, got another one. I'll keep working sideways, not there. Okay. So if it's the patrol boat, it could be above or to the left. And if it's not the patrol boat, it's going to be down. So let's see. Okay, so that's a hit. And I'll just go here and see if it, and that got it. Oh, this means they're going to have 2 ships right next to each other. So this will knock this out. And that's why you don't put, okay. Wait, how does this even work? Okay. Oh, and they must have both of their other ships right next to each other. So now, by virtue of the fact that, so they did not have anything in the middle. So it took me a long time to find where they were at. But then they did a big no-no, and they put all their ships right next to each other. So that means, unless they get me first, I'm going to be able to wipe out all 3 of their ships right on top of each other. So now, keep moving down the line, and I finish them off. Okay, so that's my method for how I play the game Battleship. You saw a couple things there. First of all, make sure that you do not put your ships next to each other, or else you're going to hand your opponent a victory as they stumble upon ships. I hit 1, and I thought I was just knocking out 1, but I ended up getting all 3 at the same time, and I was losing the game, and I ended up winning. The other point is the fact that since I used my grid strategy, even though it took me a while to hit the ships, eventually I did, and then I was able to knock them out. So if you found this video helpful, and you think other people would benefit from it, go ahead and hit the like button so it gets sent out to more people. And if you want to see more board game content, how to play videos, game strategy, gameplay, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and you'll be able to see the other things that I have, as well as finding out when new things are released. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.